introduction and some tips on how you can make it easy for you to understand the translation of the Holy Quran. Learning translation, and more importantly, understanding translation, it is an art. And just memorizing is not the solution. Many of the things you understand, and some of the things you memorize. First thing, which is very, very important, is that writing the words in Arabic is different than writing the words in English. In English, there are spaces between the words. In Arabic, there are no spaces. If you don't know Arabic previously, then it is very hard for you to tell where does the word end. So, firstly, this is the problem which you are supposed to resolve. Number 2, sometimes 2 or 3 words are written just like one word. Even if you want to guess, you cannot guess because you don't know which 2 or 3 words are coming together. So 2 or 3 words may be written just like a word. Okay, so what is the first very, very important thing? Learning the break up the words. Okay, for example, you tell me this is the first ayah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. How many words are there in this ayah? 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you don't know Arabic, you will be telling there are 4 words. But actually they are not 4. They are more than 4. Al means the, Hamdu, praise, Li, for, Allahi, Allah. Alhamdu, 2 words. Lillahi, for Allah, 2 words. Rabbi, Lord, 1 word. Al, the, Alameen, the worlds, the universe. The universe, again 2 words. So these are 2 words, these are 2, this is 1, these are 2, which makes 7 words. They are not 4, they are 7 words. If you know they are 7, then it is going to be easy for you to translate. So the first thing that is very important is that you learn how to break up the words. Okay, if they are 2, then you should know they are 2. Al is a word and Hamdu is a word. Li is a word and Allah is a different word. You should know this. If you know this, then it is going to be easy for you to translate, inshallah. Number 2, some words, they are occurring again and again in the Holy Quran. You will see those same words coming again and again. We can call them general words. Okay, for example, the, he, she, we, or us, are these kind of words which are generally used. If you learn the general words, it will become a little bit easier for you, because every time you are reading the ayah, there are some general words in it, and you know, okay, these words, these 5 or 10 words I already know. So what are you going to do then? Work on the rest of the words. So the second important thing is, before starting or in the beginning, you are supposed to learn the general words. The general words, they have been written in one place, in one document that is prepared by my student. He has collected all of the general words that are coming in juz number 1, so you can memorize those, and some other resources we have for the general words, and we will be learning from there, inshallah. Third important thing, learning the Arabic grammar. It will help you understand, and it will minimize your memorization portion. The hardest thing about learning the translation is that you have to memorize the vocabulary. Okay? And if the grammar can make it easier for you, then you should take help from grammar. And what's that? In Arabic, look, na'budu. Na means we, and ayn, ba, dal, ibadah. Ibadah means worshipping, and na'budu means we worship. If you know Arabic, then you know how you can make new words. For example, you know the meaning of ibadah, ibadah, and you know adding na in the beginning makes it mudari', the future tense or the present tense, and it means we, and na'budu means we worship. And if you want to change it, I worship, then what do? Instead of na, you add a in the beginning. A'budu, I worship. Okay, this is the grammar that you know. Adding a in the beginning adds the meaning of I worship. Okay, this is from grammar. Ta'budu, adding ta in the beginning adds the meaning of you. Ta'budu, you worship. Adding ya in the beginning adds the meaning of he. Ya'budu, he worships. Right? So if you know the grammar, it will be easy for you to make new words. And you have to memorize the vocabulary only one time. You memorize the meaning of ibadah. Ayn ba is for worshipping. And you can make different words from it because you know grammar. If you don't know grammar, then you are going to memorize every new word. A'budu. When a'budu comes, you will be confused. What is this word? Then you will go to the translation. Translation says, I worship. Okay, start memorizing. A'budu, I worship. A'budu, I worship. A'budu, I worship. Okay, then ta'budu comes in a different place. Oh, this word is new. What does it mean? Because you don't know Arabic. Okay, let's see the meaning. Okay, the translation say, ta'budu, you worship. Okay, ta'budu, you worship. Ta'budu, you worship. Ta'budu, you worship. And starting memorizing. And it will not work for you. Because the meaning is the same. Just because of a little change, you have to memorize it all over again. And you are spending a lot of time with it. Why? Because you don't know grammar. But if you know grammar, then you memorize the meaning one time, and every new word that is coming in a new form, that is not going to be new for you, because you have already understood the grammatical difference between the words, right? So the third thing that is very, very important is the grammar. Number 4. Now remain those words which are new for you, the vocabulary. The words that you did not learn in the general words, and those which you could not do with the help of grammar. That is just vocabulary. For that, definitely you are supposed to work. New vocabulary, new words. So for the first time, definitely you are supposed to memorize those words. And there are a couple of ways to remember the vocabulary. One very common way is repetition. Repeat the meaning, repeat the word with its meaning a couple of times. For example, yawmi, day, yawmi, day, yawmi, day. For example, repeating 5 times, if it is enough for you, then repeat 5 times or do it 10 times. But at the time you are repeating it, you are supposed to focus on it. It's not that you are saying yawmi day, and you are doing something else. You are playing with your cell phone, yawmi day. This way it will not work. When you are memorizing the vocabulary, you are supposed to focus on it. Yawmi, day, and that time you are focusing on the word. Okay, focus the way it is written in Quran and Yawmi, day. Okay, so the way of repetition, repeating 5 times or 10 times, then repeating it in different times, not in one time. Yawmi, day. Okay, you memorized now. After 2 or 3 hours, again spare some time, 5 minutes, and start repeating the 10 words or 15 words, whatsoever number you choose. Start repeating them again. The next day morning, repeat them again. When you come back from school, repeat them again. Okay, it's not that you spend 1 full hour together memorizing just 15 words. No, split your time. 10 minutes now, 10 minutes after 3 hours, 10 minutes before sleeping, 10 minutes when you wake up, 10 minutes before the class. If you are doing this way, it will help you understand and remember better. So the fourth thing is repetition of the words. Number 5, there are some terms in the Holy Quran. Quran has its own vocabulary. Many of the words, their literal meaning are different, and the meaning the Holy Quran uses is totally different. Okay, the Islamic terminology and the Quranic terminology, sometimes it is different from the literal meaning. For example, zakah. Zakah means purifying. But what do you mean when you are saying zakah in the terms of Sharia or in the Holy Quran? What does zakat mean? The amount of money that is obligatory upon you to give to the poor people once in the year, that is called zakat. Okay, the purity and the money that you give as charity, different meaning. Literal meaning is different than the terminology. The same way, there are many other words which will appear in the Holy Quran in a different meaning than their literal meaning. So you are supposed to remember that vocabulary, that terminology of the Holy Quran. Number 6, context. Sometimes the context will change the meaning. For example, ishtara. Ishtara. This word has been used in 2 different meanings. Ishtara means buying and ishtara means selling. Buying and selling, both are totally opposite meaning. How will you decide in which meaning has it been used in the Holy Quran or in a specific ayah? Context. The context will help you, right? The same way, for example, ja'ala. Ja'ala means he made, ja'ala means he set up, and ja'ala has some other meanings as well, and the context will help you decide which meaning is the best, and then you will choose that meaning and translate the ayah that way. Okay, so these are some tips how you can learn the translation and how it is going to be easy for you in future, inshallah. Inshallah, in the coming classes we are going to memorize 10 words from the vocabulary plus 2 or 3 ayat from the Holy Quran.